welcome to another show and tell. My name is Ashley, and I changed my name. It's Ash Love Mates now here on YouTube and on Instagram. Yeah, and I am not everybody's cup of tea. I don't have a script. I go with the flow. Whatever pops into my head, that's what I say. I've been absent for a long time. I know this. It has been very bad from me to do that to you guys. But yeah. I've been away for a while. Give me a second, I'm gonna let the dog out. So I think I have to leave the door like that. So you might listen to some noise from my daughter's TV. She's watching some Equestria Girls, which are little ponies that turn into girls. Yeah, that. Or alternative universe stuff. So, yeah. That is not my dog. He's not mine. He is my nephew. He is my sister's-in-law dog, because now I have another sister-in-law living with me now in this new space. So, yeah. I've been gone. I moved to Idaho. I do not live in Colorado anymore, which is sad. But I am adapting living here. I am adapting to the weather. It's different. It's not always sunny, but it does have beautiful days. But as always, it's winter and spring. So spring tends to be a little bit more cloudy and rainy. Yeah, but winters here are really windy. I knew in Colorado they were really windy, but here they're super windy. Yes. And from my house, I can see like mountains all around. My craft room, as you can see, I have no lighting on. My lights are in my closet. I have a lot of windows in this craft room, which is a plus. I do like it a lot. I haven't even turned on my light on top, up top, which I might. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah. I'm sorry for the absence. You know, I shouldn't say sorry. It's my channel. I can do whatever I want, but I am apologizing. I didn't expect to be so much time without recording a podcast. There you go, guys. It was a little crazy. But now I am in my place. I am making this house our home and putting pictures in my walls that I have never put up. I usually don't do my life stuff before everything, but I've been so long that I think you should know where I have been. Where the heck is Ashley? Yes, and here I am. I went to a yarn store for the very first time here, and which I did visit it before, but this time it was packed with people. It was awesome, and there was an indie dyer which I met the first time I came here to Idaho, to Boise, and she was really nice to me, and I think I had an awesome time talking to her. You know, I didn't know anybody else, but the place was packed, and I think it was midnight, and it was her trunk show. It was packed. I bought something, which is the only thing I have bought yarn related, because I'm being a good person now. I am not working anymore, so my only job is my selling of project bags and little charms. It's the only thing that I am doing right now, and taking care of Rose and the house, which is it's a big job. Yes, let's get to the fiber content. I think I don't have anything else to tell you until later. You're gonna hear her screaming and everything. She's really into that show. Sorry. So things I finished while I was away. I did finish those kids hats with the I think I showed you one of them, or I don't remember, but I think in the past video I did show you one of them. And I finished some mittens with the Caron tea cake. a man size mittens. They were super bulky. I do not recommend doing that. I did wash them in the washer and dry them, and they were still like pieces of cardboard. Like you could like, and they would not flip and flop anywhere. I think the tension was too tight because the pattern I used was the Tin Can Knits the world's simplest mittens, and they only come for too bulky, and that yarn is super bulky. But I thought I could make it work, so I think I actually did the woman's size and then turned into a man's size. And it was still too bulky, too tight. The tension was too tight on those. I think the color I picked was the Earl Grey color. That's the one I used for a friend to make him some mittens. I finished a crochet hat with a beard as well for a friend. What else did I finish for somebody else? No, that's it. That's all I finished. I think I have some pictures of those on my Instagram. The links of all my social media are always down below, even Ravelry and all that. If you want to be my friend, it'd be awesome. I never talk too much on Ravelry, but on Instagram I'm very active, so you can go and talk to me. Facebook, I think I'm gonna shut it down because I never use it. It's too much family drama, and I don't like that. I like my yarn people much better. Yeah. So, and other things I did, I think you saw the last ones I did of the Cozy Cup of Mittens. Try these mittens right here. I had ones, they were made with Bernat, is it Bernat? I think it's Bernat Everyday Worsted Wool or Classic. It's Patent Classic Worsted Wool. That's the name. But I did them in a red color, kind of orangey color, with the Lion Brand's Fisherman Wool in the color Natural. So these ones are Bernat. Oh, Bernat. They're the same company, so I get confused. It's Patons Classic Wool Worsted. This one right here is the black, what do I call this? It's not speckles, but I had the name in my head and then I forgot it. But yeah, it has little nips of color in here. It has a name. You should know it. I forgot it. And I am using the same Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool in the same color Natural. So I bought this one because they took all my yarn away while I was moving. All my totes of yarn, all my totes of yarn were not with me. So I bought the black one. So I made these ones, and I wear these ones more than the other ones. The other ones are in a drawer, because these are black and they have little specks of color and they match more. And I inverted the colors. You can see here, it's white, and then I inverted the colors, which confused me. Be me. Confused the heck out of me. But I did it anyways, because why not? You have a pattern, you can do it back and forward, and I think this pattern would look awesome if you like invert the colors like I did, or even change the white to one of those like very variegated colors that switches like a rainbow tones. I think that will look super awesome, which I've seen some on Pinterest. I do like these mittens. They are super awesome. They're super toasty warm. And I never blocked them because I didn't have anything with me when I finished them. I didn't have my wool wash. I didn't have anything. So they have never been blocked. They have tails. Here is one of them. And I still haven't done anything with it. I'm being very irresponsible. I have my materials now, but that's why they're fuzzy and everything, because I use them a lot. And it's 100% wool, so it's gonna felt, and wearing them, the more they felt, the warmer they get and nicer. I'm still practicing with my color work. I'm not the best at it, but yes. And here using that same Bernat, these are the red Bernat I use for the other gloves, and the black Bernat. I always forget. And the white fisherman wool, which were the 3 colors that I had, the only ones I had while I was at the hotel waiting for my home and, you know, to have a house. I used the same pattern, but I found this graph on Pinterest, and I like drew it on a paper so I wouldn't be looking at graph paper, so I wouldn't be looking at my phone all the time. This one is missing a thumb. But I'm gonna give these 2 to my sister-in-law because I lent her mine and she was like, those are freaking awesome. I need some. So I'm like, yeah, I just need to finish a thumb of one and you can have them, you know. Because I just did them because I didn't have anything else to knit. I didn't have any more patterns. I didn't have any more yarn. Couldn't experiment with anything else. And we didn't have any money to like actually buy myself more yarn, so I didn't buy yarn. Hi Rose, I was saying I didn't have any more money to buy yarn, so I had to experiment with whatever I had at hand, which I bought before I left. And the only size of needles I had, you know, so I couldn't make anything else. I couldn't make a hat or anything because I only had the size of needles to make this mittens. As you can see, I found something else to put in them because I was tired of making the same design, but I think I'll make more of those because they're really fun to make and they're nice and toasty warm. In other things I finished these 2. They're crocheted amigurumi. This is Sarah and this is Duck from the show on Netflix, Sarah and Duck. I did not freehand them, but I used the pattern of the bunny kids for this one. It's from the Amigurumi magazine. Let me go get it. It's right there. The Amigurumi collection right here. So I used, let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is so bad for me. Okay, I use this pattern right here for the bunny. I can't see anything, all the other stuff. The bunny is Sarah, and the pattern for this duckling right here I use for the duck, which it does not look anything like it. As you can see, duck. So I used some cotton bamboo for the beak, which was a DK yarn. I used some Bernat cotton-ish, yeah, cotton-ish, Biggie Howells cotton-ish for the head. I don't remember the color, but it must have been green. Anyways, it's discontinued. I love that cotton yarn, and they had to take it away. It's amazing to make crochet tops. Now I'm hoarding it because where am I gonna get more? Nowhere. And this is some Bernat Super Value worsted acrylic yarn. This is some DK caron cupcakes, orange yarn from the hats that was spare, which was the perfect color of orange because I was doing the duck, which doesn't look, I did use the head, the body, and the feet and everything from the pattern, but I did more rounds for the body because the body was smaller in size and I needed it to be bigger for duck, to be bigger for him. And yeah, the eyes are felt that I glued on, and then I used some puffy paint around them here and to dot it right here. Yeah. The beak is super soft because it's bamboo, so super nice. Yeah. At least I had everything was like these. This was open skein, and this one I actually opened it to use it for the beak because I needed it. I didn't have any more color, like, yeah. So and I didn't have any new opened color of like that matched the beak. That's what I meant to say. I don't know. Do I forget how to talk? Maybe. And then I did Sarah. I did Sarah first, and then I did Doug. So Sarah here has a little scoot. I watched a bunch of videos, and then I was like, did my own thing because I got frustrated. It's from her little hoodie, and yeah. I did have to add a little band here that I did separately. I felt really lazy. I wasn't gonna sew it on, so I glued on this with hot glue. I did the feet very differently. I did not follow the feet for the pattern. Instead of doing the bunny hat, I did this little beret kind of. She has like a little knitted hat, and put it in. Her hair is felt as well, and her eyes are felt. I did a little chalk pastel blush here, which you can use regular blush as well. I used to do that, and it worked just fine. The other thing I have finished was the flax cardigan by Tin Can Knits for my daughter. I did not do the garter stitch sleeve detail. I just went with whole stockinette. And this right here, I don't know if, I know I did it a little bit shorter than what's supposed to, but I did the stretchy bind off, and it's rolling up, and I need to block it so it stops doing that. I do like what the Caron cake did right here, that pulling effect. It's so nice. Makes it unique. The sleeves, yeah, look at the sleeves. They do not match. You know what? I feel happy that they are not perfect, because I like it. It's unique in its own way, and I do like it. I think I'm going to put a little button like, what's her name? The Yarn Hoarder. Put a little button to know which one is the front and the back for my daughter to put it on herself, so she's not struggling with where and when. And I actually put 2 markers in the first decrease in this arm, so I would know here, because I was watching TV and I kept knitting and I have to rip back because I was already at 12 inches and I needed to be at 10 to start the decreases. I like making sleeves. I don't know. You watch something interesting like the British Bake Off, or I don't know, some gaming shows. I like gaming videos on YouTube just to watch them. I'm not a gamer, and I really get sucked into it. And this is just because I didn't do the pattern. It was just knitting, and it went so fast, so I totally skipped that. I'm going to make one for myself, one a flax for me with some Lion Brands. Which is it? It's a wool blend yarn. You see, I haven't worked with yarn so long that I forgot the names. What is this? So this is Caron's Caron cake in the color Tutti Frutti. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Tutti Frutti. I think it is. I might be wrong. What else? I swear it is. Let me see. Nope. Mixed berries. It's not tutti frutti. It's mixed berries. They have another one, tutti frutti, but this one is not. It's mixed berries, and I know Aaron and Give Me Our 418 made the same sweater with the same colors and everything, but we had the same idea. I did have another color. I think I did have the tutti frutti before that one to make that sweater for Rose, but then I exchanged the yarn and got that one, got the mixed berry one, because I like the colors better for her, because those are the colors she tends to wear. I only bought 2 cakes, so if you're gonna do like me, random sleeves, you really do not care at all. And you can care, like for the first one I cared a little bit, like this little, I care. You can use 2 cakes. If you want exactly perfection, maybe 3, so you can have more color repeats. But this is all the yarn I had left from 2 cakes. So I can actually make like a baby sweater with this, which I might. And I'll keep it around just in case somebody tells me, hey, I'm gonna have a little girl. Here you go. Here's your gift. Yeah. So it's a lot of yarn. So 2 cakes to do the 6 to 8-year-old is perfect. You don't need to buy more than 2, but if you want perfection, you might need to buy 3. I do not strive for perfection because I'm not perfect, and I know it. So, and I like things to be very random. And other things I finished this. This is my new sweater bag. With this one, I actually have 3 sweater bags. Yeah. So I made this with some scraps because I did Lisa's bag with this sheep that she sent me the fabric, and these were scraps that I had. I actually used all the little tiny scraps I had from her fabric. This was the last one, this little loop on the inside, which I did too big. It doesn't fit the thing, but whatever. This was another little tiny scrap of the fabric she sent me as well, this red one. Let's see if you can see there's little knitting shape on top of little yarns of wool, or balls of wool, I mean, not yarns. And then the rest of it was like scraps of color and things, and yeah. And then the inside is so scrappy. The inside is scraps of fabric that I was never going to use to make bags or anything at all. You can see here, it's sewn together in the bag as well. So fabric I had left. It's super mega scrappy, and I love it. It's my first kind of quilting project because this is a log cabin design, which I followed a video on YouTube and I cut everything to the measurement. I might make some of these for my shop in the future. I have one planned, but I'm not sure yet. It will not be as scrappy as mine. Like the back is not going to be scrappy, the inside is not going to be scrappy, just the front. The front panel is going to be scrappy. The back is going to be new fabric, not joined together, because that is ugly to sell. And the inside is not going to be all little scraps and pieces of things that I found around my drawers. Yeah, no. Things that I have in progress. So right now, well, this is still a work in progress. And then here in my Sally project bag from Erin, I have the socks. I have made more. The last time there was just a cuff and it was like this small. And now there's some substance to them. I haven't worked in them in a while. I think it might be these needles. So these are high sharp interchangeables, but this cable is supposed to twist, so the cable doesn't twist on itself. But the thing I don't like, the cable still twists a little bit. And the thing I don't like is, if you can see here, it has like a little bump. And it goes from really tiny, and then there's like this bump, and you have to like push the needle so hard. So I'm like thinking I might go to my high sharps, the regular ones, because these ones are driving me crazy. And I'm like, why did I spend so much money on these needles? The cable was like $6, the needle was like $6. So I spent like $12 in the set, to make the whole thing happen. And then I bought accidentally the wrong cable because I'm a doofus. And I do not read, or I get confused with instructions and things. You should know how difficult it is sometimes for me to like understand things. So, things I bought. I did buy this yarn before I left Colorado, and I did not, I didn't even open the box. I opened the box after I got all my yarn and everything and my room organized. I opened the box, and it was like Christmas because I totally forgot the color that I bought, and I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. And I'm like, I do not need to buy any more yarn. I got Christmas in a little box that I totally forgot what I bought because I kept it so long. You know, I didn't want them to ruin it, so I kept it in the box. So here it is. I bought this from Knit Picks. Look at all those colors. They're so pretty. So I'm going to put this in the computer and tell you the colors. So squishy. So this is Peruvian Highland wool, 100%. So it's 100% wool, which I'm going to use this for color work. This is Wool of the Andes, Pink Posy Heather. Oh, it's so pretty, guys. And then I have, excuse me, this 100% Peruvian Highland wool. And this one is the same. All of them are Wool of the Andes. This one is Conch. And they're worsted wool, and they're all 50 grams. This orange. It's a little bit muted than that color that I was showing you. But it's so pretty. These two colors together, they go so well. And then there is, this color is Wonderland Heather, which is like a minty blue color. It's a little bit softer than the camera is showing you right now, but it's super pretty as well. It's heathered as well. This is turmeric. I don't know. I have so much mustard yellow in my stash, but I need more. I love mustard yellow, and what is like turquoise color? I don't know what is my obsession with, like this color I have right now on turquoise and mustard yellow. Oh, my flax cardigan is gonna be mustard yellow. Yeah, my flax sweater. Yeah. And this one is Peapod, which is a more lime green than the green that I showed you there. It's very spring green color, like nice color. And I have bought this wool before. You know, it's 100% wool, but it's not scratchy per se. It's nice. It has a nice feeling. So in other things I bought this skein of yarn that day I went to my friend's trunk show. This is the Thriving Hive Studio Inc., which she is a local dyer here in Boise, Idaho. I mean in Idaho. And this is Earth Muffin. It's a BFL sock. So it is $25.75, and it is nylon superwash blue faced Leicester. It has 464 yards, 100% grams. So it is this cream color. It's kind of like this gray cream color that has like tons of speckles everywhere of color. I'm not gonna zoom in right now. I'm not in the mood of that. But yeah, tons and tons of little speckles of color, which are beautiful. So I'm gonna mix this yarn and these other two, which are not the same base, they're the same weight, but they're not the same base. They're almost the same thickness. Yeah, this one might be a little plumper, but I don't care. And I'm going to make my daughter a light flax sweater with these three. And these colors, there's some pops of these colors inside, which are awesome. And I'm gonna stripe it. So, and I have the exact yardage with these to make the sock weight flax, the light version of the flax. It goes perfectly. Yeah. So I'm gonna make that. And the other things I have to show you is this right here. I have some bags in my shop. I have this one right here, the Paris bag. It's white. The inside is brown. This one right here, the inside is bright red. This one it feels like the 60s. And this one right here with this tea party, I haven't put the wool yet. Right here, and it has this cute little fabric on the inside, and it's all black on the outside. I do love this. And then the last addition I added exactly today was this one right here. The llama bag. It's flannel. It's drawstring. You know, drawstring for me wasn't easy to make. I couldn't find something that worked for me because I wanted something that worked for me, not for everybody else. So I actually found a method that worked for me, and yeah. And it's pink on the inside, and I'm not a big pink fan, but I did those. And other things I have. I have these little sheep in my shop. Okay. Yes. Okay. And focuses from my face. It really doesn't want to focus. It's a little black sheep. Then I have the beige face sheep. See if it gets a little darker. And there you can see the face just a little bit better. It's all glittered. Both of them have pink and purple glitter. And I have the little plates of food that I did is rice, avocado, and chicken with a little bean sauce there. They're really tiny, as you can see. My thumb is not heavy at all, and the plate is glittery. It has glitter as well. I love glitter. So I have those in my shop. I hope you go and The links are going to be down below. Go and see whatever you like you purchase. If not, just favorite. And yeah. That's all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm not making videos because I get revenue from YouTube. Because I did not get even $1. I had like $50. And my plans for it was to buy things for you guys. To do a giveaway here and there. Every now and again. Whenever they gave me $100. Yeah, because that's how it worked. I don't have that anymore, and I am okay because I wasn't getting paid anyways. I do it because I love you guys, and I do my bags because I love sewing, and I love making little tiny charms and all that, and they're fun to make, and I use them, and they're things I use, and yeah. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day, week, weekend, whenever you're watching, night, midday, whenever, you're watching this video. I hope you're having an amazing time. And as always, remember to do what you love. See you next time, guys. Bye.